Hey everyone, welcome to Seasalt and Company. This image here we are going to edit using our newest set, the Lotus Collection. This is the effect that we are going to achieve using this collection. So this is the after, and we will get started on the before. I'm going to delete my after image as we don't need it. I just put it there to show you. So the first thing I'm going to work with here immediately is I know that I want to blur this background. So I'm going to work with the soft spin Lotus blur. So select that and press play. After that action has played, make sure you have your layer mask selected because we got to paint on this effect. Your brush is selected, white is your foreground color, and your brush is soft and round, and the opacity is set at 100%. We're then going to paint this on our image, just here in the background. I don't want to paint it on my subject. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, after I painted this on, I'm going to lower the opacity of this layer so it's not such a big spin going on there in the background. I just want a little bit blurry and just a little bit magical, but I want to also dial back on that effect. So I'm going to set this layer to 70% just to dial back a little bit. And then I'm going to run our primer 1. Yes, after I did my blur first and then I'm doing my primer. I'm going to move my primer's layer level. I will put it on top of the blur because I want the effect to be on top of my blur, not under my blur. So I'm selecting the primer 1 because I want more of a lighter image. I don't want to deepen anything. It's already, you know, dark in some areas anyways. I just kind of want to bring out the light in the image. So I'm going to press primer 1, press play, and I'm going to move it on top of our blur layer, and I'm also going to bring down the opacity to 30% so that lightness isn't so harsh on our subject. I just want to minimally boost some of the lightness and the details, kind of make it a little more airier. The next action I'm going to play is in our Lotus Dream section, because I want to bring in some magical light and kind of make our background a little bit more dreamier, just softly done. And I'm going to select our dark top because I want the magic light to kind of be right in here, the top of the image for this one. So I selected Dreams, dark top, and I press play. As you can see, it brought in that magical light and it also darkened the rest of our image, really kind of made it dreamier. What I am going to do is mask off some of this color off of her face a little bit where that light's coming down. It's a little bit too much on her face. I want to kind of back off of that. So I'm going to, here on the Dreams layer, I'm going to select the layer mask. Make sure my color swatch is black so we can mask it off. My opacity, I'll leave it at 50%. And I'm just going to lightly go over to remove some of that light off of her face and her hair. So this light here kind of makes it more of a backlight, which is really pretty. Just illuminates her, which is what we wanted. The next thing I want to do is I want to bring in some more color here in the background area. We got some pretty colors here. So I'm going to go up to our color pop under our canvas selection here, and I'm going to press play. And the layer mask is selected here, and the white brush is selected. I'm going to bring my opacity up to 100 because I'm going to paint this color pop on our background area. Make my brush a little bit bigger just to make the colors pop some more. Now I did want to bring some color into this image, but I don't want it overly saturated. So I'm going to lower the opacity of our layer. I'm going to bring it down to 30%. Just give it a slight color pop, but not overly done. Now I'm going to work with our Lotus tones. I'm going to only be adding one tone color to this, and I'm going to choose Papyrus. So I'm going to select that and press play. I do like the tone it added here, so I'm going to leave the opacity of this layer at 100%, but I am going to mask off on some of the face here, just slightly. So make sure the layer mask is selected. I have black as my color. I'm going to lower the opacity of my brush to about 50%, and I'm going to brush off on her face. Now once I've done that, the next thing I want to do is add in some of our lights and our burst to the image to really kind of define these tones and really finish off this image. So I'm going to go down to our Lotus lights, which again does more of some light leak effects, and I'm going to choose Sunburst, and I'm going to press play. And I'm going to, I love this color, but I am going to lower the opacity of this layer to about 15 to 20%. I just want some of this color, but not all over the whole image here. So I'll bring it to 15%. You can see where it lightened up. Our edges kind of give us more of that creamy orange toning, which is really, really pretty. The next color I want to play is Golden Hour, which is right above a Sunburst. And press play. So it's going to really play off these oranges as well. And I will dial back on the opacity of this color as well. I'm going to bring this one down to 20%. And then I want to work with our Lotus Burst, that sun flare that we work with. It's really pretty. I'm going to work with the color Amber. So up here under your burst, it would be Amber. And again, we'll be able to move this light around to wherever we want on our image. And that's what it will tell you here in this pop-up box. So press continue once you have read it. And then once this next box pops up, this is where we are going to move our burst into the area that we want. I am going to bring it up over here just because I want a little bit of a different color toning. And I'm also going to make my scale just a little bit bigger here to make this color come out a little bit more. So instead of 90, I'm going to bring it to about 120. And you can see how it just kind of made the colors fade a little bit more, and I made it flow with the image. So press OK once you have found the area that you want your burst to be. So that wraps up finishing the editing process on this image. It's very simple and very easy to use. I hope you enjoy this collection.